and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond, welcome to Dr. Fix Me Live! The tabloid talk show podcast, coming to you live from the Lincoln Lodge. Give it up for the Lincoln Lodge! Yeah! And for yourselves, you're the heroes tonight. I'm so glad that you're out here today. I'm your host, Dr. Elias Fix Me, at your service. And by a round of applause, who's seeing the show for the very first time? All right, the whole front row. Now, I saw over here in the corner we had a group of four. Are we a group of four? I'm curious to know whose idea it was to come to the show. Oh, yes? May I ask your name?
Kate.
Hi, Kate. Thank you for coming out. I'm curious to know what inspired the decision to pick this show, of all the shows at the Lincoln Lodge?
I've been here before.
You've been here before? To this show before?
Yes.
Are you a return? What? You came back for more? What? Oh my goodness, that was the last answer I expected to hear from you. Oh my goodness, so many times I get first timers. That's why you didn't applaud. Your friends applauded. You're like, oh, you're in for a treat. Oh, that's great. You liked it so much. Not only did you come back, but you brought friends with you. Give it up for Kate. Oh my gosh, spreading the word. That's awesome. Oh, okay. After the show, I'll pay you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. No, you deserve it.
Accept tips.
Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness. But who has no idea what they're in for? By round of applause, who has no idea what they're in for? All right. We got them over here. May I ask, well, I guess you have no idea. Have you ever... I know why you're here, so I'm not going to ask you. And I know why you're here, because I'm not going to ask you. So some people came in because they are supportive of my guests that are going to be here on the stage. But I'm curious to know who has no idea whatsoever, no relation to the show at all. All right, we're all connected to someone. Great. So we all have some inkling of what's going to happen. So I'm just, without further ado, let's move forward. This show is all about helping people. All I'm trying to do is help this world out, one person, one issue at a time, which is why I have a doctorate in radio and television broadcasting, with a specialization in tabloid talk shows. Now, you may wonder, why would anyone study tabloid talk shows? Well, that's because my heroes, growing up in the 90s, were the likes of Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Sally Jessy Raphael, Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Geraldo Rivera, Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, Phil Donahue, Montel Williams, even Oprah, because they spent their careers helping people. Each new episode of their show, they would transform the lives of someone new. Then I thought, well, why can't I do that? So that's why I have this show. And you being an audience of a live episode, you have the opportunity to participate in this show at your discretion. Now, I want you to know, first and foremost, Dr. Fix Me fosters a safe space for you to express your truth, whatever that is. For example, if anyone on my stage says something that you agree with, something that rings true in your heart too, let that truth be known. Cheer. Chant their name if you feel so compelled. But conversely, if they say something that you find offensive, awful, hateful, feel free to boo. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad you know how to boo. This is fantastic. That's exactly what I'm looking for here. Cheers and jeers. Whatever you feel in your heart, express that. That's what this show is all about. With that said, Dr. Fix Me might not know what a safe space is, because it's also a safe space to boo and cheer safe spaces. So now I can tell you, I've noticed a modicum of apprehension, a little bit of fear, because I know this is the Lincoln Lodge, and at the Lincoln Lodge you're not supposed to heckle. But that rule does not apply to this show. I don't know what that means for me. I don't know what I've walked into, but I welcome it, okay? Now, just to give you a practice run, let's say someone on this stage says something offensive. I want to know, how would you feel? How would you react? In your heart of hearts, how would you truly react if someone said something offensive about your mother? Someone whispered, "Oh my God," to themselves. Okay, and we got, all right. Let's try that again. How would you truly react if someone said something offensive about your pet? All right, no one gives a fuck here. All right. My mom or my cockatiel, have at them. I don't give a shit. Hey, if that's your truth, feel free to express that. Apathy is that's a worthy expressive, feel free to not give a fuck tonight. So, now, this show is Dr. Fix Me. Fixing them is my goal, but fixing them, not a guarantee. What is a guarantee is meeting my guests, learning who they are, and seeing if I am able to help them. Now, unfortunately, this show runs on a bit of a budget, so I don't know who's coming to the stage here. My producers have not prepared me. They just gave me this card here with, hopefully, their name and why they are here. So let me see if I got this correct. Looks like I have Liam Wilson. Brother is marrying a woman for her money. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure who Liam is or who the brother is and why they're marrying a woman for money, but I'm dying to find out. So without any further ado, please give a warm Lincoln Lodge welcome to Liam Wilson. Liam! Welcome to Dr. Fix Me. Welcome, Liam. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Do I sit?
Yeah, absolutely. That is your
okay.
seat. Yep, that is the seat for the first guest. Yeah,
Hey.
welcome to the show.
Hi. It's good to. I'm not good in front of crowds.
Oh my goodness. I'm terribly sorry, but there is a crowd.
I know.
And they're all sitting in the front row.
I noticed. It's okay.
Are you shy?
Yes.
That's quite all right. This is a safe space for shyness. I want you to know, first and foremost, Liam, I'm on your side.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're here out of fear or protection of someone else. You're worried about someone else.
Yes.
So tell me, so you're looking out for your brother. You said it says here, and correct me if I'm wrong. Brother is marrying a woman for her money.
Yes.
Okay.
He met a very wealthy older woman, and she doesn't have long to live, but he's doing things I think he'll regret.
Really? Okay. Now, it sounds like your brother has found someone, and he's marrying her, and she just. But the fact that she's old and rich gives you some worry.
No.
Oh, it doesn't.
If he loved her, it would be fine. But there's another woman that he loves.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. So it sounds like the love is not a factor in this wedding?
No. And,
Oh.
And he's doing it, and I think he's had the conversation with his, I guess now mistress would be the term since he's engaged.
Okay. So you're concerned, you're looking out for your brother, you're worried he might be marrying for the wrong reason, and it sounds like his heart is meant for someone else.
Yes.
Okay. What does this have to do with you? Now, I don't mean to make this a whole like why you meddling in someone else's business. It's clearly your brother, but why does it matter to you?
My brother helped me become sober 10 years ago,
Oh wow.
and we said we'd always look out for each other.
Hey, how about that? Yeah. For the listener at home, we're getting a golf round of applause for sobriety.
Everyone's drinking.
Yeah, that's probably because everyone is drinking. They can only support you so much because we are, in fact, and I myself am also drinking.
Oh.
I took a sip of beer while you were talking about sobriety. I hope that's okay. Is that okay? Are you? Are you okay to be around people who are drinking?
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
That's totally fine.
Okay. So it sounds like you've made a pact with your brother. He looked out for you and got you to be sober.
Correct.
And now you're trying to return the favor by helping him. It sounds like you're seeing something he isn't.
No, he knows what he's doing.
Oh.
But I think it will cause problems with his relationship with Natalie, which is his girlfriend.
Natalie's his girlfriend.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he's in love with her.
Okay.
Like, they bought a house together. And they're perfect for each other. They make each other happy, but I think if he's sticking it to a 90-year-old woman and then he comes back to her, I think that's going to cause problems.
Okay. Yeah. What are you worried about? Let's go with the worst case scenario. Let's say I'm not able to help you and nothing comes of this that is helpful. What's the worst case scenario here?
My brother becomes a millionaire.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't sound so bad.
And lonely.
And lonely? You think? I mean, well, is Natalie aware of this situation that he is? I mean, he bought a home with her. It sounds like they do have a strong connection to each other. Is she aware of what's going on with your brother and this older woman?
No.
She doesn't know.
No.
He's been keeping it a secret from Natalie.
Yes, and
Oh
he's
my
trying to set it up for her in the future. And
Boo secrets, boo.
Okay, that's my brother.
Well, I think we're booing the secrets. We're booing the idea that he's lying to a woman. By the way, what's your brother's name?
My brother's name is Wes.
Wes. Okay. So your brother's name is Wes. He's in love with Natalie.
Yes.
Okay. And this older woman, this older rich millionaire. Do we know her name?
Courtney.
Okay. Courtney. All right. So he's and I mean, walk me through this. How is it that you came to know all the details about their relationship?
My brother was helping me get back out and dating.
Oh,
and
nice.
he
Okay.
said, look how easy it can be, because I'm not the butterfly that some people are. Social butterflies.
Okay, so you're not the social butterfly like some people like Wes
Yes.
might be. Okay, well.
And Wes, he's charismatic. He's handsome. He actually has his hair. And people seem to like him. And he's just
That almost
great.
sounds like a backhanded compliment. People seem to like him. I mean, do you? I mean, let me ask you: do you like your brother? Do you like Wes?
I love my brother.
Okay.
But I never truly know what somebody else is thinking.
Oh, what someone else like anyone else is thinking?
Anybody.
Okay.
So that's why I say seem.
Okay. So, all right. It sounds like you're not skeptical of his charisma. You just don't. Maybe you just don't understand the draw towards him. Is that? Because it almost sounded like an insult. You have to forgive me for thinking it sounded like a backhanded compliment.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
It's like saying, Liam seems like a nice guy. Sounds like I don't think you're a nice guy, right?
I think that would be an accurate statement. You don't know who I am fully.
Okay, I get. All right, but I mean, there's a tone implied. All right, so it sounds like I was picking up something you weren't putting down. I totally understand that. Okay, so what does this have to do with you? Let's say, I mean, what if your brother pulls this off? He's able to become a millionaire, and he has Natalie in his life. He's able to be with Courtney and Natalie. Like, what if he's happy? Why rock the boat?
I don't think he would truly be happy.
You don't think so? Okay.
I think guilt would weigh on his conscience.
You think so? Has he been struggling with this? I mean, like, it sounds like he confides in you. He's able to share with you the fact that he's lying to someone he loves.
Yeah, but he seems to be doing okay with it. But I don't believe that.
You don't believe it? Okay. You seem very passionate about your brother. Is this an older brother or a younger brother to you?
This is my older brother.
He's your older
saved
brother.
my life.
He's okay, and I understand. Yeah, with sobriety, that's a big deal. And
Drink
I
is to die.
to drink is to die.
If I drank, I would kill myself.
Oh, okay. I see. Not regarding yourself, to drink is to die.
Yeah.
I was worried that you were cursing all of us. That if any of us have another sip, we're doomed to a death. Although it comes for us all.
You're a negative person.
Am I? Am I a negative person? So I'm just trying to understand you and where you're coming from and seeing why it's so important to fix your brother. Because I like usually I have people who have their own problems, but your problem is really it's someone else's issue. Someone else is betraying. Someone else is they're cheating on their fiance. Are they married yet?
Do you have true love for anybody in your life, Dr. Fix Me?
Yeah, I'm married. Yes, I have true love.
That doesn't answer the question by saying I'm married.
Not only am I married, but also it's true love. I married because of true love. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you have familial love with somebody?
Familial love.
Like somebody you would die for that you're not romantically inclined. Do you have kids?
Yes, I have a daughter that I would.
Would you die for her?
Yes.
I would die for my brother.
You would die for your brother. I think. Okay, good. That is a symbol of the strength of your relationship to them. That you care so deeply for them, you would sacrifice yourself for them.
Yes, even if he cut me out of his life because of me outing this, if it was the right thing for him, I would do it.
So you think there's gonna be some backlash? You think you might get? You think he might be upset at the fact that you're like airing his dirty laundry for the public?
If Natalie sees this, I think she would be very upset.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. That might this whole discovery thing might ruin a relationship. I mean, is it something that you're prepared to face? I mean, like, well, let's say, what happens if your brother, this information gets out, Natalie hears it, she breaks up with Wes, and now Wes blames you.
Wes could only blame himself for his own actions.
I mean, yeah, he's two-timing Natalie, for sure.
And he is doing it for reasons he thinks is good by securing them, setting up Roth IRAs with the money, and being able to take care of possible children they have in the future. They've talked about it. I really like the name Judge if they have a son.
I mean, as a potential uncle, do you think it's a little inappropriate to suggest names for your brother's children?
No.
You don't think it's inappropriate?
I have a preference and I can voice it.
Okay, this is a safe space, and part of having a safe space is you're allowed to express your truth. And it sounds like you would love to name your brother's first child.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to understand here. So now let's say everything goes according to plan. Let's say we're able to confront Wes about his infidelity with Natalie regarding Courtney. What's the ideal turnaround for you? What's the ideal, I guess, because I understand what your problem is, but I'm not sure what solution you're looking for. Let's say this episode goes exactly the way that you want. What's the outcome? What's the best outcome for you?
There are two options that would be optimal.
Okay.
One would be that Natalie already knows and everything's kosher, so he gets the money and my nephews are set up and nieces. I hope I get a niece for the future, or he calls it off with Courtney.
Okay. So either Natalie's cool with everything, or
which would be fine.
He needs to end it with Courtney.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it sounds like as long as, but what if your brother is left dismayed or unhappy by your interference? Is that something you're okay with? What if he ends up rejecting you permanently? I mean, I'm talking worst case scenario here. What if he ends up rejecting you and saying, "Hey, back out, stay out of my business. What I do is my own thing. I'm my own man." What if he rejects you because of the actions you've taken?
True friends do what is right, even when it's hard.
Ooh, I like that. True friends do what is right, even if it's hard. That's very noble of you. Liam, I like that a lot. Thank you very much for sharing that. Now, my producers have given me another card here, so hopefully, I believe that means my next guest is ready. So, oh my goodness, I've got two sides. Just this side? Okay, thank you, producer. So, as we all know, there's more than one side to every story, so hopefully this next person can shine a light on your situation and give us some clarity as to what's going on between you and your brother, Wes. So with that said, it looks like I have... This feels like a relapse. He lacks boundaries. I like money a lot. I don't know what that means, but I guess it means our next guest is ready. Please welcome, this feels like a relapse. He lacks boundaries. I like money a lot. Welcome to Dr. Fix Me. Welcome. Hi.
The producers just asked me what my thoughts were backstage. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. Hey, Liam. Hey.
Hey, Wes.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
How you doing?
So this is Wes.
Okay.
Hi. How you doing? Okay.
I'm doing great.
You had me on a daytime talk show.
Yes.
So, that usually means a couple of things. The last time you had me on a daytime talk show, it was about your drinking.
Yes.
It was about your drinking.
That was 10 years ago.
It was 10 years ago, and we went on.
Yeah.
And you had a bottle of Jägermeister turned upside down on an IV cart. You remember? Remember, bud?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And you remember how you were all involved in my life? And you got my email password? You remember?
It's not
Do you remember
hard.
what you did? Tell the people what you did. He broke up with my ex-wife for me. He sent her an email. And he made up a whole bunch of stuff, and she took everything I owned. And that's when we put you in 90 days of residential.
Greenhouse was great.
Greenhouse was great? You really liked Greenhouse in Arlington?
They helped
That's
save
a real
me.
specific Texas drop right there. That's a good drop.
Yeah. The facilities were nice.
They are. It's a good place. It's a good place. You outed me. Okay. And so what are we doing here, bud?
We're here to save your relationship this time. I messed up one, so I can't let another one fall by the wayside.
Are you getting involved in my personal life again? That's one of the rules. Fix me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Doctor. Fix
Yeah,
me.
whatever. Fix me.
Sure.
I like you a lot.
Oh, you do?
I do. I've actually listened to some of your episodes. It
Oh,
was
fantastic.
Wild. Like, you did some stuff at the North Pole. It was really crazy.
I did, yeah. I interviewed some elves.
Yeah, you're kind of all over the place.
Fighting for a union.
Where'd you find my brother?
Where did I find? My producers found him. I had no idea he was going to be here.
Are you drinking again?
No.
Are you drinking again?
No, to
Are you
drink
drinking
is to
again?
die.
Are you drinking again?
I am not.
Okay.
He sounds incredulous, Liam.
It was very manipulative when I was...
What's this? Remember the drama triangle? Do you remember the drama triangle? Do you know
What's
what the drama
the-
triangle
what's
looks
the drama triangle?
Drama triangle is from a position of 1 up to 1 down. You have a perpetrator, a rescuer, and a victim.
Oh.
Each place. And what am I right now? He's putting me in a victim position, so I'm going to have to jump all the way up and get indignant about this. What the fuck are you doing with me on this show?
It's a fair question, Liam. What the fuck are you doing to your brother?
I'm wanting to save him from himself.
Listen, do you know how much money $1 billion is?
Oh, he said you'd be a
Do you know
millionaire.
how much money $1 billion is?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Say it again.
A lot?
Okay. So 10% of that money means you don't have to do anything ever again. So if you shut the fuck up. Finish the sentence. If you shut the fuck up, then.
I get a lot of money.
No, you don't. You brought me on daytime show. No, I'll take care of you, though. You won't get 10%.
I
will
just
love
want you to be happy. You love Natalie.
And she'll have $1 billion. $1 billion. What do you make per hour at your job?
$32.23.
Great. After 3 weeks of seeing Courtney, I've wagered $10 million an hour.
But are you happy?
Yes.
I don't think you are.
It's $10 million an hour.
Liam, I think you're failing to listen to your brother. You're hearing him, but you're not listening to him. He looks content.
I haven't told Natalie yet, but I imagine it'll take the sting out of it. Oh, Boomy. $1 billion.
Don't be my brother.
Really?
Sorry, Liam, you brought the booing with you when you
did this.
when you outed your brother's
We could've had
infidelity.
this talk in the living room, man. $1 billion.
$1 billion. Yeah.
They get
I
it.
haven't seen you in 2 months.
Oh my goodness! It's your microphone turned into a phone call from 1992.
Did I do something wrong?
It might be a connection.
Uh-oh. Do you want mine? Here, no, just get in here. We're brothers. We shared a bedroom. Come on. We just talk. It's not weird.
No.
Oh, there we go. Much better.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to talk with you, and you deserve to be happy, and so does Natalie. If she's gonna be my sister, I should treat her like that.
You are again lacking containment. Remember boundaries? Do you remember boundaries?
I am supposed to stay within.
There it is. There it is. You're supposed to stay within. Now, where are we?
I'm outside the lines of the coloring book.
Way outside the lines. You're on a podcast with me on it.
And nice people.
These are nice people.
Nice people.
give it up
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah.
Give it up to
Nice
yourself.
people.
It's $1 billion, Liam.
Yes, but the Beatles said money can't buy you love.
They said that at the time when they were millionaires.
Yeah,
Can't buy me love, said the millionaires.
How much did they sell their catalog for?
Oh, it was a lot of
It
money.
was a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Was it more than $1 billion?
They didn't sell it. Michael
wasn't more than $1 billion.
Michael
Jackson
bought
bought McCartney's. Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
and it was $65 million.
Okay. In
Let-
what year?
That's 6.5% of $1 billion.
1997?
So that's probably about 500 million now. If we're doing they're doing okay. $1 billion, Liam. $1 billion.
You love Natalie.
Wes, I want to get your perspective on this. So it sounds like you're clearly irritated that your brother has outed you publicly.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what's the next step with this? Are you gonna have to do damage control with Natalie here, or do you have to change your tactic with Courtney? How does this affect your relationships?
I'm having some trouble, Dr. Fix Me. How long have you been helping people?
I've been helping people since the pandemic.
Okay, cool. And I just pretty much laid out the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna die.
Courtney's
Courtney's gonna die.
Okay.
She's gonna die.
Okay.
Like probably within the hour.
You're looking at your watch like you've got this. Well, oh my
Hospice
goodness.
is texting me updates.
Hospice.
Yes.
You're dating a woman in hospice.
It was real easy to meet her.
Let me ask you about your relationship with Courtney. One, how did you meet? And two, how long have you two been together?
Together is a really relative term. We had a conversation. And,
Okay.
And before she lost the ability to communicate,
Oh,
she We communicate here. It's not sexual, it's spiritual. Okay? And it's $1 billion.
Sounds like it's also financial. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's financial. Gross. Okay, fair. That's your opinion.
All right, so you're in a relationship with her, but how did you guys meet? You said you.
I was visiting a family member who was also passing away.
Oh my goodness!
And then I was walking out, and I heard her say, "Sir," and then I went and you
were visiting someone who's passing away. But
I bought her ice chips.
You said a hospice care. Isn't hospice care in the home? Were you like?
Oh no, there's outside hospice.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
okay.
there's like teams. You can die in a really nice place if you want.
Oh
yeah.
nice. Okay.
She's got $1 billion.
So she can die anywhere. She can afford to die anywhere.
I'm kind of shocked she's not dying in like a helicopter over the Pacific or something. But no, she chose this place. She likes it. Yeah.
All right.
Seems pretty nice.
And it sounds like you're not hiding your intentions from us about what you want to get from Courtney.
No, not from y'all, but it's very fortunate that my fiance has locked down all external communication. She doesn't watch TV. She doesn't listen to podcasts. She's never going to hear this.
Oh, so Courtney will never know.
No.
Especially if she's only has an hour left.
She's definitely not going to know. But Natalie won't hear this until I just magically have $1 billion, and then I'll have to explain some stuff. But I imagine the sting will get taken out
by the $1 billion.
By the $1 billion.
You know what? That's as I guess unfaithful and as deceptive of plan as it is. I mean, there are worse things to be lying about. There are worse things. Like $1 billion. That's.
I mean, she's gonna get half either way. Like, I'm just gonna give her half. I felt like that was like a nice thing to do. Right?
There you go. Oh, so like whatever happens between you and Natalie, she's gonna get half.
She's gonna get $500 million.
Yay or nay? If she hates you for this, she's gonna get. Wow. I mean, that's one heck of a consolation prize. Wow.
See, now, are you drinking?
No. That's bribery, what you're doing. You're paying someone off with money. That's wrong.
Money
no,
can't buy love.
You are a liar.
You know what? Look, it's clear that we're at an impasse here. We've got two brothers who have completely different perspectives on one brother's relationship. Or relationships, I should say. So I think it's important.
Throw it at me.
Well, no, I'm going to call it like it is. You got multiple relationships, and you both don't see eye to eye. I don't know quite how to solve this right now, but I think it's important that we just take a moment to pause, to reflect on what we've said and how we feel about each other.
Stop. Yeah, I know that acronym.
What's STOP an acronym for?
Tell the people stop.
Well, first one is stop for S.
S for stop, okay.
Think. Open.
That's right.
Your mind. Open your mind.
Open your mind.
Okay.
And then pause.
Oh, okay.
You stop on both ends of it.
So yeah, okay. It's bookended with a cessation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, look, we need to pause to hear a word from our sponsor, because this is showbiz after all, and the business part of this show is hearing a live read or a live, a live recording or whatever. I don't know how to put this. A live read of one of our local sponsors, or heck, even global sponsors. So with that said, looks like I've got Christine Laylow from Christine Laylow Publishing, Midwest Romance Novelist. Thank you very much. Please welcome Christine Laylow. Welcome to Dr. Fix Me. Hi.
Hi, Doctor.
Yeah, of course. Welcome to the show. So am I saying that correct? Is it Christine Laylow?
Christine Laylow from Christine Laylow Publishing, yeah.
And it says here Midwest Romance Novelist?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, I've heard of romance novels, but what makes a Midwest romance novel?
Oh, I'm based in the Midwest.
You base them in the Midwest?
Oh, I am personally based in the Midwest.
Oh, you are based in the Midwest. Okay,
but they're a global phenomenon.
They are?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about you're a novelist. You write romance novels.
Yes.
But what makes a Midwest novel so Midwest as opposed to just, a romance novel?
Oh, well, they're really my hopes and dreams, and you can't separate the Midwest from the girl at the end of the day. So, some of my novels have brought readers all the way to the Sahara, others down to the Kentucky River. But
Kentucky River?
Of course.
Okay. I mean, the Sahara, that's an international icon. Anyone in the world will know what the Sahara is. But the Kentucky River,
yes,
I've never heard of it. It's just weird that you would mention, it's like saying the Taj Mahal and Lake Street. Everyone knows about the Taj Mahal, but only a few people know about Lake Street.
Well, still, you have to read one of my books then.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. And so you're here to tell us about your novels, your various novels?
Well, not just my novels. I'm here because I have a very special holiday discount and deal that I think you all will be very excited about.
Oh.
So, as I'm sure you don't need any introduction, as I said, my name's Christine Lalo from Christine Lalo Publishing, or my fans know me as the Sweet and Lows. So, if you know me by my name, you'll know me from all of my 46 wonderful romance novels that I have been titillating all of my Midwest Sweet and Low fans. Now, typically, they haven't had any problem flying off the shelves for the holidays. I mean, we have 46 stories that I've brought on love and journey with all of our fans to Dirk and the Sahara, realizing that not only water is needed in life, but love. And also Kirk in the Kentucky farmlands, where he learned what love was from the backseat of a horse. But
He learned what love was from a back seat of a horse? I got questions.
I'm sure you do.
Where on a horse is the back seat?
Just behind the actual seat made of leather.
Okay, so behind the saddle, that's the back seat.
yes.
And from there, that's where Kirk learned love?
Of course. He was a cowboy over the summer, but he had spent some time as a gardener too, so he was well made for that ranch.
Okay, all right. And this is a fictitious character, Kirk, that is...
Well, an author has her secrets.
Okay, so may or may not be inspired by true life. And now, is Kirk someone that's in one of your novels, or does he like through all the
Oh,
novels?
just one. But we do have a series of ravishing Scotsmen, as my fans will well know, 1 through 4 in the Serena Joy novels.
Oh, okay. So you have some characters that make it through multiple books.
Oh, yes.
All right, I see.
But normally, those have absolutely zero problem flying off the shelves during the holidays. I mean, everyone likes to give the gift of a little me time, right? But this year, we decided, with all of the stress, that we were going to offer a deal on one of our most popular products, personalized erotic novels.
Oh.
I know, you must be thinking, how does a successful 46-time author of the Midwest romance circuit find time to personally write individualized erotic novels? And the answer is, I love love.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, these are for everyone. Mom and pop, Sue and two, friends, maybe even a gal pal or two, or two brothers exploring their feelings for each other that might be a little taboo. And I know what you're thinking, but I'm on Etsy. Everything's just virtual. No, silly. We offer full physical chapter-by-chapter books with a personalized cover. All you need to do is send us the photos of the people in question, and I'll send them to my cousin, Johnny, who just got a certificate in Photoshop, and it will be right there. And I know you're probably saying, but two people I know, if they're reading it, it might get confusing and maybe weird because they'd see other characters in the book and say, well, is that Tom? And you could say, nope, because I have a plan for that. And what I'll do is, as Christina Lalo, I will play the third party in whatever way you want, whether that's watching, involved, the nosy neighbor. And I have 30 years of personal and sexual history to add to the complexity of that third character. So you don't need to worry about anything. Now, are we ready to hear about the deals?
I'm ready to hear about the deals. My goodness.
Wonderful. So the deal we have to offer is for Thanksgiving and Christmas orders. We're offering 7% off full, complete chapter books. But for those Thanksgiving rushes, because we'll all be already seeing our friends and family, so why not have a gift in tow? We're offering a free, completely reduced rush fee so you can have them in your hands when you see your friends and family to deliver over Thanksgiving dinner. Now, I know what we're thinking. With the political times today, my family might be of a different belief system. Well, don't worry. If that's the case, we have books meant for people who don't like to read. We have audio versions, which I, Christina Lalo, will read personally every word, including sound effects.
Oh, wow. Was that an example of one of the sound effects?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. So not only will you write erotica, personalized erotica, but you'll also read it in an audiobook form.
Of course. I wouldn't let my readers have any other than the voice of their trusted Christina Lowe.
Wow. Okay. This sounds like a very intimate gift that you're offering people. This is an opportunity for people to have a fictionalized version of themselves in a book.
You get it,
with
doctor.
another partner. Maybe someone
get
that
it.
they fall in love with, or maybe it's just someone they would like to see what that looks like on the page.
Exactly. You seem like you know your way around a sexual fantasy, Doctor.
He does have a child.
I do have a child, which is.
So you're of the biblical knowledge persuasion.
I mean, I know what it means to know someone biblically. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you. I've had sex.
Oh, nothing. Oh,
Congrats,
no
Dr.
judgment
Fixman.
here.
Thank you.
I like him thick.
Okay. You're referring to your books, I imagine. The books,
Of course.
thick books. Yes.
We have a minimum of at least 36 chapters in every single book.
Oh, my.
We've been awarded thickest romance book on the shelf 3 years in a row.
Oh my. Oh, I see. So it's not. It sounds like you prioritize quantity of pages over the quality.
I'm sure you're mistaken, but that sounded like a criticism. I can assure you, Christina Lowe books are full of quality, quantity, and steamy pages that you'll have to unstick.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's our sticky Lelo promise. That's why our fans call them sweet and lows.
Wow. This is exciting. So people can have their own personalized erotic novel, either about themselves or two people, or is there a limit to how many people the story could be written about?
We do max at 7.
Oh, I see.
But our classic is just double pairs. So usually they're mother and father. We can do cousins. We can do friends and family. Yeah, gal pals, really anyone.
Okay. Now you keep talking about like family members. Is that like a common thing? Do you get a request for that, like family members? Because you looked at the brothers as if there was a potential bromance or brotherly romance between the two of them.
did
But
I?
I think you might be misreading the situation. I don't think they're romantically attracted to one another. Not at all. But is that a common thing? Do you deal with, I mean, for lack of a better term, incest in your books?
The tone that I did or did not pick up on the two gentlemen here, I was completely by coincidence, I promise you. In terms of family themes, we don't. But, everyone's into their own taboo secrets. That's why, every romantic story is like a snowflake. So, if there's inspiration that comes from anywhere, then we really can cater to all spectrum of clients.
Okay.
I like being rubbed down with loofahs. I just like the texture.
You would
Okay.
love,
Me too. That's genetic then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, neat.
Okay.
You would
then-
love our third book.
Your third book deals with loofahs?
Skiing, spas, and splooge.
I read.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice alliteration there for the title.
I'm a best-selling Midwest romance novel. I'm sorry.
No,
had to read
and
my
clearly you're an expert at your craft. So you said 7% off for anyone who wants a personalized romantic, I guess a Midwest erotica novel made about them. After 7%, what would be the total for a personalized erotic novel?
Well, it really depends on chapter length, but we typically sell them for $43.99.
$43.99. Oh, hey, that's a fair
a
price.
steal. It's a
I feel like that's a
steal.
fair price, especially for a personalized novel.
Oh, yes. And don't forget, it's a physical book, so it can be handed down for generations, enjoyed with the family. It's never going to be out of sight, out of mind. You always look at that and think, one day.
Oh, wow. And now Thanksgiving's around the corner.
Absolutely.
How quick is your turnaround? If someone comes to you today with, look, I've got these two pictures of two people. I want to see them romantically involved, erotically involved. How soon can you go from the photos to a finished product?
I would say about 48 to 72 hours.
That is almost too quick.
Yes, I know. Well, again, everyone has preferences, doctor.
Okay.
But in terms of the quickness of the turnaround, typically our rush fee is about $4.99. So really, with that price, it makes the speeding up worth it.
So you're waiving that the delivery fee, $5. You're waiving that
Yeah, completely gone for Thanksgiving rush orders.
for a 36 chapter book for only costing 43, even with tax, $45 at the most. That sounds like a great deal.
I know. That's why we have such a rich fan base of Sweet and Low fans. They really do love all of our, commitment between author and fan base.
Wow.
Yes.
And I guess, I mean, Wes, you're in a uniquely romantic situation. Is there an opportunity? Would you ever want to be interested in having a novelization of your exploits?
I think this is just really funny. I read The Backseat of the Horse aloud to Courtney in hospice.
Oh,
it was one of the things that we.
So happy to be part of your story.
Yeah, it was a beautiful setting. Like I couldn't believe how they could keep doing the acrobatics while the horse's ass was jumping up and down. It's really impressive stuff.
I know. Well, he had a lot of backstory that I pulled from,
Is that a pun?
Many.
Backs.
Sometimes my creative genius just doesn't stop. I can't.
Wow. Okay. And it sounds like you might be taking orders from people in the audience.
Absolutely. I have my intern Chuck in the back. So if you guys have any upfront cash orders, we take MoneyGram as well as PayPal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now, if anyone is interested in your novels, they want to get a personalized erotic novel from you, where and how can they reach you?
Well, of course, you can look me up at ChristinaLelo.com. I'm also on Etsy under Christina Magic Tarot Readings.
Oh, okay. You also do tarot readings.
Love has all mediums, and one of those is love spells and love tarot spreads. But I'm primarily a published author.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it sounds like if anyone needs help with their love, you would. It sounds like you're almost like a love guru, dare I say?
Well, your words, not mine, doctor, but I will take that.
Okay.
A love doctor, if you will.
Now, Christine, you've been listening this entire time to what's been going on between the two brothers here, between Liam and Wes. You know about what's the skeletons in Wes's closet regarding his infidelity with Courtney, and he's trying to foster a relationship with Natalie here. Do you, I mean, as an expert, a love guru, is there, I don't know, any suggestions or points, dare I say, advice you could give to Wes here?
Well, honestly, it sounds like you both are just two following your hearts, and one is a life of drama and intrigue, which Wes is really doing.
Yeah,
I do understand.
I'm intrigued in the drama.
Yes, and I do understand the sober brother's understanding of boundaries and learning to push them both within his heart as well as his sobriety. It is interesting.
This is very compelling. Yeah, that is a good point.
Yes, I would be interested in what are the boundaries that the brothers want to have with one another in terms of their own personal relationships.
Yeah.
I just want to put this out there for you. I am not going to fuck him. I'm not going to fuck him today. I'm not going to fuck him tomorrow. I'm not going to fuck him next week. I'm not fucking him. I might read about fucking him, but I'm not going to fuck him.
And that is exactly one of the big white spaces that our personalized erotic novels fill. There might be plenty of stories that one dreams about and knows is their authentic truth and yet cannot express them in their own reality.
Something you would never do in real life, but maybe you want a fan fiction version.
Sure.
Okay.
There wasn't a backseat of a horse until Christina Lelo got her hands on one.
Oh, wow.
And now
okay.
it's the most requested move asked by Cosmo.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, the backseat of a horse.
Christina Lelo is an innovator in the romance space.
Wow. Christina Lelo, everybody. This is fantastic.
Use our code LELO10.
Lelo10.
Yes.
LELEW 10.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Christina Lelo, everybody. One last time. All right, I want to move on. But before I move on to our final guest, I want to touch base with our first two guests. Oh, actually, I want to touch base with Liam here. Liam, you seem a little distraught. Well, how are you feeling right now?
I feel like someone who seems to express love is only expressing lust.
I feel like you're projecting your concerns onto someone else. How are you feeling about yourself right now?
It's the boundaries again, buddy.
I know. I feel like this was a mistake.
How do you mean?
My brother's upset with me.
Did you think that would be a possibility?
How'd you see it going in your mind, buddy? How'd you see that going?
You came here and told me that Natalie was in on everything, and then everything would have been good.
She's gonna be in on everything.
Not when you pay her for her feelings to go away.
I mean, she can pay for it. The therapy is expensive. $500 million can cover that. Like, it's probably gonna be all right. What do you think?
I think it's wrong, and I think you're wrong.
Okay. I think it's fair to say it's a safe space to express that.
That is.
In my professional opinion, Liam, mind your own fucking business.
Holy shit! Thank you, Dr. Fix.
I mean, I think I'm used to treating people as their own problems, but his problem is your relationship with someone else. That's so it's out of turn. He's got boundary issues.
He does.
He stepped the line. He's encroached into your thing. It sounds like you had a good thing going until he knew about it.
He just can't shut the fuck up, man.
Dr. Fix Me, if your wife cheated on you before you got married,
Yeah.
and someone could have told you, but they didn't, how would you feel?
If someone could have told me but didn't.
I want you to look at the hoops you had to jump through to get there, but
Yeah.
Sometimes you drive a car, you cross lines.
That's breaking
Right,
the law.
yeah.
That's like some.
it's changing lanes.
No, sometimes
dickhead.
lines
What
are
you-
spaced out. They have dots in between them. They're spaced out lines.
Okay, I still think that you're putting,
Answer the question. If someone could have told you about your wife cheating on you,
all right, you're so angry that your microphone is failing you. Look, if someone refused to tell me the truth, I would feel upset that they didn't share important information
so
with
you
me.
would want someone to not. So you would want someone to not mind their own business. That's hypocritical of you.
I don't think so. Look,
Oh, my.
because if it had no bearing on them, if it all depends on, because I want to know what their angle is. If they're trying to disrupt my relationship with my wife and by throwing in, hey, you know what, she cheated on you. If I understand that their whole goal was just to break us up, fuck them. I would want to fight for my marriage to spite that person.
And I want my brother to be happy with Natalie, who he loves.
Okay. Even if it's
I am dickhead. I'm laughing because I don't understand. What do you mean I'm not happy?
Will she be happy when she knows that you cheated on her?
We talked about money a lot. Finances are what you talk about in a relationship. We're gonna be fine.
yeah.
Joseph?
I still hold my position that I feel like Liam is out of turn. I feel like you're over the line. You've crossed the line. You got boundary issues, buddy. And Wes, I don't agree with your methods of getting $1 billion from an old woman who's about to die. It's
fair.
But it's not my place to judge. You do you.
Thank you.
All right. But my place to judge is when you interfere in other people's business. So, but look, I still feel ill-equipped to give you proper advice. I feel like you're worthy of someone who can give you more specific advice. So with that said, I want to bring on my final guest. This is someone who's been listening to this episode the entire time. They've been in the wings of this room, hearing your stories and where you've been coming from. And hopefully they can offer better advice than what I've been offering. So with that said, I want to bring on my final guest. Looks like my producers have given me Lady Courtney Vanderbilt, oil baroness of Arlington, Texas, Pullman static drift survivor, lover and fiance to Wes. Welcome, Lady Courtney Vanderbilt, to Dr. Fix Me.
Oh shit.
This is just
Oh
like my
shit.
novel.
Welcome to Dr. Fix Me. Lady Courtney, everybody. Lady Courtney Vanderbilt.
Hi, baby.
Hello. Surprise!
Hi. Yeah.
Surprise!
Surprise. It's good to see you.
I spent $900 million of my dollars for a cure for my lungs.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I love you. We can kiss now. We can be together.
We can.
I came here all the way here to tell you I love you, and I cannot wait for us to spend the rest of our lives together.
Lady Courtney Vanderbilt, I was under the impression that you were here the whole time, but it sounds like you only just arrived.
Well, I mean, the taping. Well, thank you. You have gorgeous eyes, by the way. They remind me of my mother's eyes. She died 80 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I've been here at the show.
Okay.
Since the beginning of the show.
You have. So you've heard everything?
I've heard everything.
Okay.
I hear everything. I hear everything. Even when you're talking in the hall outside my room, I know about Natalie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I can speak my truth, Natalie's actually visited me before.
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry?
Natalie's seen me.
I'm taking notes.
Are you happy right now? Are you happy? Good. She's visited you. Say more.
Well, she wanted to see what it was all about. as you know, I wasn't able to communicate, but I feel like I
Yeah,
told her.
how are you able to overcome that incommunicable defect?
So here's the
Did
thing.
you use the chalkboard?
As you saw, I have pulmonostatic drift, which means I didn't have a rib cage. My lungs were just floating around.
Oh.
And so after 90 years, my body was deteriorating, and I had doctors make. Hold on. I never thought at 93 and a half years old I was going to get a metallic rib cage so I could live my life and love my love. And Wes, I can't wait for you to be inside me.
Oh.
What? In what way?
There's a...
I mean, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
Yes.
In fact, I have another surprise.
What's that?
I commissioned Christina Lolo.
I was with
Lulo.
you every step of the way with
To-
Natalie.
Oh. So
I just
everybody's
had
involved.
her. We were backstage together. I was like, you know what would be the perfect freaking gift? You know what the perfect gift would be for me and Wes? Give him a little paragraph, a little sample of what our wedding night is gonna be like. And did you want to read it?
Oh, do we have a paragraph
Yes.
of...
Do you mind?
Of the...
Even if it's just a sentence.
Of the erotic novelization
let's go.
of Wes
I don't normally
and
do
Lady
this.
Courtney Vanderbilt?
I was so shocked. It was such a surprise that this little angel was here, the one that reminds me of my dead mother. And it's because, as Wes said, I knew that I wanted to marry this man when he read to me Backseat of a Horse. And ever since then, he has always been my little sugar butt.
Your little sugar butt.
Yeah, Sugar Butt is the name of the horse in Backseat of a Horse. And I was like, oh, Wes, you're my sugar butt. Look at you. You're just sweet and old buddy.
Were you thinking all that at the same? You were just that was
This
internal.
woman has been inspirational.
Well, that and like, I don't want to die. I can't talk and communicate that to anybody. Please, someone save me. But when you have $1 billion, people come with the cures, baby.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
But I'm also not a billionaire anymore, as I mentioned.
Oh,
okay.
because you spent
900.
Oh my goodness! So you're
$1
only worth
million,
$100 million at this point?
Right, but then I paid Christina here. She gave me a low price of only
$44.99.
right to make this. Go ahead, your story. Tell your
Oh, of
stories.
course. But you know, if you would do me the biggest honor,
You can marry us.
you took the words right out of my mouth.
Was that your words?
Well, that's actually what normally I charge an additional cost, but I actually took that away because I would hope.
What
you
if
could
I pay you
me
$1 million a day to follow me around and just scribe the love life that is me and Wes?
$1 million a day?
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
I would
for
love
how,
that.
I've made bad
That
choices.
seems very reasonable.
Wes, what do you seem to be? You seem to be experiencing something right now. What's going
I
on?
have made bad choices.
Uh-oh.
Wes, come sit on my lap.
Yeah, on your lap?
I mean, let me sit on your lap.
No, I'll come sit on your lap.
All right.
Yeah, 93, huh? Yeah,
And
all
3/4.
I'm just gonna sit.
She's young.
You wanna just is this? Do I consent? Okay.
Of course, you may touch. I appreciate a man who looks for consent. It's very rare these days. In my day,
Is this too much weight? Am
not
I
enough
crushing
weight.
you? Not enough.
No, here's the
weight.
thing.
Okay.
I also spend a lot of money on steel hips,
Oh,
fibulas,
I see.
fibulas.
Are you made of animanium?
I'm basically a cyborg,
You look great for a
This
cyborg.
woman is inspirational.
and I can't wait to have you in the family, young man.
Oh. I'm sure she would be. She sounds happy to bring you into the family and the intimacy. Maybe redefining boundaries.
Also, I feel really guilty. I didn't give this young lady the opportunity to speak.
You remember me. Oh, you are. You know, this woman is inspirational. When I first met her, and her body basically just metallic with flesh barely hanging on. She looked at me, and I could see the passion in her eyes, and I said, I will take on your story. Christina Lelo will write your story. So I've already seen Wes's side with Natalie and these complex characters. I can only imagine the missing pieces is scribing your own experience.
I'm dying to hear this paragraph. I gotta know what. Can we just give us a little taste of the erotic relationship between Wes and Lady Courtney Vanderbilt?
Just a short paragraph. And only because this is helping my audio sales.
I'm also going to get it in the light.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Wes and Madame Metal looked at each other with the deepest passion in their eyes, knowing that tonight was the first night that they'd be able to consummate what they had only been able to silently transcribe to one another on their hearts.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wes pushed the hospital curtain aside.
It's like I'm there. It's like I'm there.
The coarse cotton rubbed between his fingers as he felt it deeply in his fingers, thinking, when I marry this woman, first thing I'm doing is replacing all of the cloth that makes the draperies, especially in the bedroom, for I will not have opaque curtains hiding my wife from me. I will have transparent sheer gossamer so that I may imagine her as the fairy, the metal fairy that she is.
Yes.
The metal fairy.
Sounds good. I'm like a fey metallic queen, and you will be my little prince, my little nymph prince.
Okay.
A little elf boy.
Elf boy.
My little elven man.
Little elven man.
We got photos in the family album of us as elves.
Your boundaries are breaking down just even more.
Go
Sorry.
on.
Shawnee would love to get those photos. He can start on the personalized
Do
illustrations.
you want to be in our book?
I am okay.
Oh my God.
You don't want to be a part of the book?
Sober.
No, I don't. I'm still working on intimacy for myself, so I'd like to stay away from that. It helps.
Oh,
clear
you don't.
my
It
mind.
doesn't have. You don't have to be a lovemaker in the book.
Oh,
you can just be
cool.
a tertiary
This
character.
book can explore any of the fantasies that you imagine for yourself when you've developed to the ideal point.
Oh my God, Liam! I have to know. What's the fantasy? Not sexual. What's something that you've always wanted in your life?
Oh.
Fascinating.
What do you desire, Liam?
I want to be a kindergartner teacher.
Oh, wow. A kindergarten teacher. Okay.
It's the first time kids get to communicate with each other. They're gonna make mistakes, but you can help guide them.
That is beautiful. I've never thought of it that way.
So we have
real
an
sweet,
over
bud.
communicator and an under communicator. This sounds like my
Oh.
6th book. To silent in the she shalt will sing the seductive.
Wow, that's a heck of a title.
Big title.
Yeah.
Big.
Wow, okay. And now, Lady Courtney, I got to ask you. Of
course.
Thank you, Wes. I got to ask you. So you said that Natalie had already visited you?
Yes.
So tell me about that. What does Natalie know?
Yeah, how'd that go?
Well, I wasn't communicative at the time, but here's what happened. I was laying in Springwood Hills Resort. That's where I was hospice and hospice resort and hospice.
Okay.
And
It's all-inclusive hospital.
Resort and
inclusive.
hospice. Okay, sure.
it's on the other side of Dallas, to the south. That Arlington's to the north.
Sure.
Spring
A
Hills. is
very specific Texas
very,
reference.
Very
Yes.
specific Texas reference. And what had happened is she said, I'm just going to do a Natalie impression. Oh, this is who it is?
Oh, that's so good.
That's good.
Oh, say something. Say something. And I couldn't talk. And she's like, well, I'm going to tell you who I am. I followed my man here, and apparently you're getting married. Huh? You're going to marry my man? And I just blinked once for yes. Because that's all I could do. And she said, do you love him? And I blinked once yes again. And she said, does he love you? And I blinked once yes. And she goes, are you dying soon? And at the time I thought I was. And so I said, I blinked once for yes. And I was okay with Natalie being in the picture because I knew I was going to have at least, at the time, an hour or so
An
with
hour
you
and a
wedded,
half, yeah.
of wedded bliss. But now these scientists came in, they put me in this weird contraption, and they did all this crazy stuff that I heard they do in the moving pictures. And I'm all better now, and we can be together. And I may not be rich anymore, baby, but I still got it where it counts. Right here. Ting, ting, ting.
Oh,
I mean, that's
ribs.
the metal rib cage.
the metal
that she's-
ribs.
that she's-
Yeah, that's the noise you heard.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's what Natalie had to say. Nice girl. Lovely hair, freckles, dimples to die for. I see what she sees in you, and I see what you see in her. And maybe after
So you're not at all threatened by the fact that Wes has.
Well, no, because I know Wes only was with her because I was dying. That's how he was coping.
Oh.
Now that we can be together forever, I'm sure you'll call off.
Now
Natalie.
now that the disease is cured, and now that you are, there's no, I guess, expectation that you die anytime soon. There's no reason for him to have a relationship with Natalie.
Exactly.
Except I'm Natalie.
Wait, what?
Boom.
Christine,
That's
lay
right.
low.
You got a perfect impression of me, and I'm here.
Yeah, tell her.
Wait, hold on,
been-
Christine. This whole time you were not just a
Natalie. My name's Natalie, jerk.
Yeah, let her know.
I see it now with my glasses off. And the wig was very good, by the way.
My eyes can be beautiful just as much as my freckles. I take the compliment, and you can't take it back.
Those dimples are to die for. You were not wrong, Courtney. Wow.
For those at home, she was touching her cheeks.
I rubbed it real hard.
Wow.
Oh, like your books.
Exactly. You wouldn't have guessed it because I've been working undercover for 80 years. But I'm still here.
80 years.
Yes.
So wait, Wes, you're
I
telling
look
me
great for my age.
that you
I
were
take care of my
you
skin
were dating
unlike
a
this.
93-year-old, hoping that she would die, so that you could finally have time to spend with an 80-year-old.
But I look young for my age real good.
Listen,
Well,
she's-
that would imply that she was 0 when she started being undercover.
She's real good at her job.
Oh, true. She wasn't born undercover. Right.
So
When
she's
I was
prob-
born, they saw me and they said, "We're putting you in Mensa." And then
Oh.
they said, "No, CIA." And
Oh, my
now I'm
goodness.
here. So they started me young.
Okay.
The story's really compelling. She's working on a novelization of that, too.
The lines became real blurred when I had to work undercover for that long. But I'm here and I'm an established author. But I am the love of his life, and I will not let them get married. Not to this cyborg.
Oh, well, I don't know that that's fair. I mean, sure, she has a lot of metal in her system, and she was saved by the miracle of science, but I don't think that counts that she's a cyborg.
More metal than human. I think that's the definition, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, is
Well, okay.
is that a fair assessment?
I got a heart. And I got a brain, and it may not be what it was a while back, but it's there. And I know what love is. And I know I love Wes, and I know he loves me. And I'm... Well...
Oh, there, Lady
Don't let
Courtney.
your tears rust the metal.
Lady Courtney. It sounds like Wes. It sounds like you ultimately you've got a choice to make. It sounds like you have to pick between Lady Courtney Vanderbilt, who is as much metal as she is human, or Natalie, aka Christina Lalo, the nation's foremost Midwest erotic novelist.
You know
I'm
what?
accomplished.
I need to say one thing real quick, Liam. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for bringing us all here together, because you've made me realize one thing. It's the only person that I can really choose is my brother and family.
I told you.
How do you mean?
We're gonna start a rehab together.
A
And I'm
rehab?
leaving these two behind. I choose us.
Really?
I
You
told you
choose
there
your
was
brother?
I choose us as a family.
Wow.
I realize that your boundaries just mean that you love me, and we should live in a codependent relationship for the rest of our lives.
Really?
That's the best.
It is the best.
That's your takeaway, Wes, from all this? You had an opportunity at love. You could
I am
pick
only
love.
responsible for his emotions. I don't want to do this anymore. This scares me.
Oh.
There's too much espionage, too much adamantium. I
Yeah.
can't do it anymore. I'm out.
Wow.
said
just
we
like
were
that.
gonna
You
run
dirty
away.
bastard.
Y'all can run away together.
We were gonna
Why
go
is
to,
this not happening? She's
said-
written your... Oh, I'm sorry.
we were gonna go to Pensacola. We were
That's a
gonna
very nice place. Don't laugh at it.
It's nice.
You are negative.
So, okay.
He is.
It seems like Wes has made a brand new decision
Yeah.
and something that I think all of us was unexpected. So he's chose his brother over either of his love interests.
It just got to be too much, Dr. Fix Me.
I think you were overwhelmed.
Bastard.
I think that's fair to say. I imagine you weren't. How did it feel to find out that the sponsor was, in fact, your Natalie this whole time? Because you seemed surprised by that.
I was. She's good at her job. Like I said, she's been doing it for 80 years.
I'm an accomplished
You know?
lady, and you're gonna give this up?
So I'm just curious, when you guys met, were you in makeup undercover the entire time? Did you know that you were with an 80-year-old woman?
Yes
I look
and
good
no.
for my age.
No, you look fantastic.
She does.
No doubt about that.
The dimples.
You both look great.
Yeah, y'all are. Yep, seriously, for Octo and not whatever the '90s are, y'all look great.
Liam, I am a single woman now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, my sponsor said I'm not ready for that.
Oh.
And I like to be sober.
And that's great. Everyone, let's give it up for sobriety.
Yeah,
Give it
absolutely. You know what? I think this is a good point in the show, and I forgot to let the audience know that at the start of the show that I would do this, but I'm going to open the floor for questions. All right? We've discussed a lot today. A lot of decisions were made. But I want to open the floor to any questions at all. If you have a question about Liam and his sobriety and his difficulty with boundaries, if you have a question for Wes and why he chose his brother over two potentially fantastic love interests, if you have any questions about Christine, a.k.a. Natalie, about why she was undercover or about the books that she
I'm
might
still offering the deal.
You're still off of the deal?
The books exist.
They still exist. Okay, you are just as much Natalie as you are Christine Lalo. Or if you have any questions for Lady Courtney Vanderbilt, if you have any questions about her and about her illness, or any questions of Dr. Fix Me, this is a safe space for curiosity. Any questions at all?
I just have a quick question before we start.
Yeah, sure.
You said we're potentially fantastic. I'm pretty sure we're fantastic.
Oh, this is like the thing you talked about, a backhanded compliment.
I think I accidentally gave a backhanded compliment. I meant fantastic. Yeah, the potential was 100% there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You thank you for I guess calling me out and by calling me in. So I have a question over here. Your name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra, and who is your question for?
My question's for Wes.
Wes, go ahead.
You said that
I'll give you the microphone.
you said that Liam broke up with your first engagement. I want to hear more about that. Your first engagement.
You want to hear more about the first engagement? Like, can I ask? Is there a specific part of that engagement you want to know about? You want to know about the breakup or how it started? Or okay. He hacked into my Gmail, meaning I left my laptop open at the dining room table, and he wrote her an email from me, basically saying that he described this exact scenario before it happened. It was odd. He said I was dating a 90-year-old hospice person with no rib cage, and then that eventually my current octogenarian girlfriend, disguised as Christina Lillo, romance author, would then show up on a talk show and out the whole thing. And come to know that he's a fucking soothsayer, because here we are.
Wow.
Now in the reality of it, this is playing out. You put it into the universe.
I didn't mean
He
to.
could work at your tarot shop.
Oh my God.
No, we're
Are
starting.
you looking for a job?
No, because we're going to start a rehab.
You can do both.
Tarot shop.
I guess I could have a second job.
All right. Okay. Excellent
I've
question,
done
Cassandra.
10,000
Thank you very
hours.
much for that, Cassandra. Did I see a hand raised over here? Yes, your name?
Annie.
Hi, Annie. For whom is your question?
My question's for Wes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
When you read The Backseat of the Horse to Courtney in hospice, did you know it was written by your beloved?
Oh, yeah. The whole time you were reading a book written by your beloved.
Well, the weird thing was I did, but I didn't really question. I was just kind of going with it. I had obviously read it while she was writing it. I did a lot of proofreading back at home. You remember?
I do.
Yeah, it was fun. I edited like 3 or 4 of these things because you churn them out.
I assumed that you knew it was me the entire time because of that. So I assumed you were just kind of going along with it because you wanted this to happen.
I'm not that smart. I just thought it was a coincidence. I really
You didn't recognize my soul in the words?
did not connect the dots.
I have to
honestly.
imagine it matched your dirty talk in the bedroom.
I'm.
It was primarily
dirty
you I
talk,
sourced.
by the way.
I sourced Wes for most of those 3 books.
Yeah, it was. I don't know when I'm talking dirty, I black out.
Oh, wow.
I don't really know what I'm saying.
true.
I
It's just
channel something in
saliva.
the universe.
Oh,
that
it's just saliva?
Yeah.
His eyes go blank, but I thought he was into it. I didn't realize he was
they roll
blacking out.
back.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, thank you, Annie, for that question.
Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness!
Thank you, Annie.
Yes, yes,
Love
yes.
this question.
Yeah, I'll open the floor for one more question. Anyone else? Any other curiosities? Yes. For whom? What's your name, please?
Ashlyn.
Ashlyn. And for whom is your question? Courtney. Go ahead.
Why or how did you fall in love with Wes?
Yes. How did you meet Wes, and how did you fall in love with him?
Ashlyn, first of all, gorgeous name, and I love that sweater. It looks like a soft unicorn. I knew that Wes was for me when he walked by my room And I was very parched that day, and I said, "Sir." And he stopped, and he came in, and he got me a glass of water, and he just knew that I wanted it. And then he asked who I was. I was barely verbal at then, so I showed him my memoir, and he sat there and he read it. He skipped through it a lot, Oh, you're a billionaire. Oh, your father was an oil baron. You're a baroness. Oh, it must be so hard being here all alone. Don't you have anyone to come visit? Long story short, I'm being very long-winded. He read to me, and as I was saying earlier, and as I alluded to, I love dirty talk. Love it.
Yeah.
And he would read to me, and he came by and visited every day. And so I thought, I felt the way that his eyes would roll up in his head when I told him to improvise a little bit after some of the reading, what he would do if we weren't in that place. And he would just neigh, neigh. I knew that he was my steed, my unicorn.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
And,
That's heartbreakingly beautiful.
I'm sad now that I guess I'm going to be single. But I guess I'll have to do something with this $100 million on my own.
I'm sure you'll find someone. $100 million.
Are you interested in joining the publishing company? I'm looking for an investor.
I suppose.
I think there's room for lay low and lady.
Oh, hey, okay.
As
All
his
right.
ex-lover and love competitor, I hate this. But as a good businesswoman and reputable author, I love this.
Okay. Natalie, not a fan. Christina, on board.
The identities are becoming very confusing.
For us all. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much, audience, for those questions. I'm going to close the floor for questions. I want to get back in touch with my first guest, Liam. Liam, it seems almost as if you have a new lease on life now that your brother and you want to open up a new a rehab center.
Yeah, it sounds great. I'm just happy my brother, no offense, I like both of you, but I'm happy my brother's not making a mistake that will hurt him in the long run. And so I got what I wanted.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, Wes, I know this whole thing has been topsy-turvy for you. You went from hoping that your old girlfriend was going to die to discovering that the sponsor was your Natalie this whole time, and now neither of them are going to be with you. But you do have something to look forward to by being with your brother. How are you feeling at the end of this, Wes?
Honestly, it's a wild ride. Fix me. What I got?
Dr. Fix Me.
Okay, whatever. But the ride is that I'm way more comfortable letting my family keep me down in life. So I'm just gonna do that.
It almost sounds like you're choosing the devil you know.
Yeah, I mean it's nice.
It's what
good.
you're used to.
Yeah, I can keep him sober. He can keep meddling in my affairs. It seems to be a good cycle.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's what you're used to, then who am I to interfere?
Thank you, Dr. Fix Me.
Of course.
You
of
have
course.
great boundaries.
Oh, thank you. I try. Thank you very much. And of course, this episode wouldn't be possible without our sponsor. Thank you very much, Christine Lalo, aka Natalie.
Yes, you're welcome.
And now, I guess as we wrap this up, is there anything that you'd like to say, or perhaps a jingle or slogan that you'd like to use as an earworm for people to remember the Christina Lalo of Christina Lalo Publishing?
Of course. And of course, this won't sound as good as my author voice.
Okay.
Now that I'm out as Natalie. But
Right.
It goes, lay low, lay low, lay low, get your love here.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much.
Lay low, LELO 10 for $7 off.
Oh, okay. LELO? I thought there was a W in there.
No.
Oh, okay.
That was an
LELO.
assumption made by you.
An assumption made by my eyeballs, based on what I read. So thank you very much, Christina Lalo. This episode wouldn't be possible without
Are you
you.
related? Back in the 80s, when I was in my late 60s, I used to follow around this band called Motley Crue. Are you related to Dr. Feelgood?
Me?
Yeah, you, Dr. Fix Me, Dr. Feelgood. You could be related.
Well, different last names, and that's usually how people are related.
Maybe.
But I imagine Dr. Feelgood was more of just a song, not so much a band member. I don't think there was any member of Motley Crue named Dr. Feelgood.
Maybe.
Was your last name actually Fix Me?
It's a stage name. I'm not gonna lie.
okay.
It's as real as Dua Lipa.
Or Dr. Feelgood.
Or Dr. Feelgood, yes, it's as real as that. Yes, so I
you
will,
could be related.
Yes, it's absolutely a stage name. It's for marketing purposes. That way, people know who I am and what I do. Yeah, boo, showbiz. I totally understand that. So. And of course, this episode wouldn't be possible or wouldn't be complete without the expert advice of no better expert than your former lover, Wes, Lady, I want to say Victoria, Lady Courtney Vanderbilt, oil baroness of Arlington, Texas, Pullman static drift survivor, love, and fiance to Wes. Well, ex-fiance.
Master.
I guess as we wrap this
He
up.
would have been my 12th husband.
You're 12. Wow. He would have rounded out a dozen for you. So, well, I guess, what do you have to look forward to, Lady Courtney? I mean, are you going to go into business with Natalie here and
I guess.
make some erotic Midwest novels?
And I guess I'm single. So if you're listening,
And ready to
We'll write
mingle?
you the best story that the world's ever seen.
oh my God,
Aw,
so sweet.
so sweet. Well, thank you very much, Lady Courtney Vanderbilt. And, you know, I guess Wes and most importantly, Liam, because you two have a new lease on life and the fact that you're going in, it sounds like your relationship between each other has improved. You're going to go into business together. I got to say, Liam, you have been fixed. That's our show! That's our show! Stand up, Kelsey Clay! Wes Davis! Wes playing Wes! Alice Walker! Scott Campbell! Please, my name is Dr. Fixme. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Dr. Fixme. Our podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. And of course, the Lincoln Lodge is a non-profit event. So if you like this show and you enjoyed it very much, feel free to donate at lincolnlodge.com. Thank you very much. Have a good night!